So he's going to be starting on the back foot here tonight. All right, heat number 1, getting ready to grid up. Here we go. Up front, it'll be Joseph Smith, then Michael Scruggs, Doug Tyre Norton, Jim Cook, and William Zelenka. William has the opportunity here in this field to try and get by these guys, but there's a couple of guys up there that would be really hard for him to get past. If he can pull it off, he still has the opportunity to get a good starting spot for the feature. So we'll see if he can get the job done here tonight. All right, as they roll off, Michael Scruggs there to the inside in the Mopar car on... No, sorry, Joseph Smith in the Mopar car, Michael Scruggs on the outside, excuse me, in the shiny Loud Wraps car. And if you need a paint scheme for iRacing for anything, go check out Loud Wraps. Get with Skylar Massey. He's painted me some awesome cars recently and absolutely love the work he does. That's another thing that will be coming to htsai.net in the next few days is a list of sponsors for these leagues and how to help sponsor these leagues if you want to and where to get some paint jobs at. Pace truck is diving off. Green flag is in the air, and they go down into turn number 1 side by side. Scruggs has the advantage up there on the high side, carries the momentum off. A little squirrely off there. That allows Joseph Smith to get a run down to the inside. Joseph trying to find a way back up to the top right now, but not quite getting there. There he goes, drifts it way up coming off turn 2, almost gets the wall. They touch briefly, but Joseph is managing to hold him off. Scruggs right there to the back bumper. Scruggs in the wall. He manages to keep it going, but now Jim Cook has closed back up to him. Jim Cook looking to the inside of Michael Scruggs. Here they are. Oh, they just barely avoid getting into each other. They couldn't have fit a piece of paper between them. They were so close. Meanwhile, Joseph Smith trying to get checked out, but Michael Scruggs has closed the gap back up. Jim Cook now to 3rd. Doug Tyre Norton has dropped back to 4th place now. And William Zelenka back in 5th. 4 laps to go for our leader, Joseph Smith, in heat number 1. Everybody's had a little bit of a bumping and banging out there, but everybody's managed to keep the cars straight. Great job by all these guys out here tonight. Michael Scruggs now trying to close back up and get the lead. Meanwhile, there's a battle going on for 3rd as Doug Tyre Norton is closed right back up to the back bumper of Jim Cook. Loses a little bit of ground there, though. Coming to 1 lap to go for Joseph Smith. White flag is in the air. Joseph Smith has a half a second lead now. Don't think Scruggs will be able to close the gap as he comes through 3 and 4. Joseph Smith will win heat number 1. Michael Scruggs is 2nd. Jim Cook is 3rd. Doug Tyre Norton is 4th. And William Zelenka brings home 5th. Not a good start to Williams' night, but he did get in here late, and I imagine we'll see him recover a little bit in the feature. Heat number 2. We've got Wayne Bridges and Doug McLaughlin up front. Mikey Mixter and Anthony Stevens in the 2nd row. Mikey Mixter just dropped a comment that they have no admins in the race tonight, so all chaos could break loose here. This could get dicey. All right, pace car leading him around one more time here. Patrick Coluccio is watching. And pace car about to duck off. Wayne Bridges and Doug McLaughlin are going to lead him down. Green flag is in the air as they begin heat number 2. Wayne Bridges gets an early lead here. He is opening up a gap while the battle continues behind. Doug McLaughlin trying to get around Mikey Mixer. Mikey has managed to move up to second, but McLaughlin has a run off into the turn, and he sends it down in there. If he can make it stick, yeah, he is back to second place. McLaughlin back to second. Now Mikey Mixer in third. Tony Stevens right there with him. Wayne Bridges looked like he was going to run away with it briefly, but now here comes McLaughlin right back to the back bumper. McLaughlin has got a fast car tonight. McLaughlin jumping up to the high side here on the back straightaway. He's looking high through the turns, trying to carry as much momentum down the straightaway. Can't quite get to the outside of the 92 yet. But now they are side by side coming down the straightaway. 4 laps to go, coming to 3 to go. And McLaughlin is just gradually working his way into the lead. Not gradual anymore. Doug McLaughlin to the lead of heat number 2. Coming out of 3 and 4, they're going to have popsicle sticks. 2 laps to go here. Wayne Bridges back to second, trying to fight his way back. Mikey Mixer back in third. Tony Stevens in fourth. Both of them trying to work up here and get another position. But on the white flag lap, Doug McLaughlin has this thing in hand. One more time through 3 and 4. And McLaughlin comes off 4 in the lead and takes the win. Wayne Bridges comes home second. Mikey Mixer is third. And Tony Stevens finishes fourth. All right, now for their short warm-up so they can get a little bit more practice out here. These guys are getting ready to get out on the track, get a couple of quick laps in. Starting to roll off of that interesting pit road. There is a little bit of a drop-off, actually, as you come off this pit road. And the heavier cars, it's not too terribly bad, but in these light sprints, it can get a little dicey. While they're in their warm-up, hit the snack bar, get a drink, get a snack, and while you're at it, hit the share button. Let's show these guys some love. Again, you might see some different names this week. This is the D2 series. This is their teaching series, and a lot of these guys started out here, and you've seen them at the top in the D1 series. You've seen them in the top at special events. These guys, these Outlaws, are some of the best teachers for dirt there is. And I promise you, even if you think you're really, really good at dirt, some of these Outlaws can make you better. Currently, Doug Tire Norton is the fastest one on track, followed by Mikey Mixer, Doug McLaughlin, and Jim Cook and Wayne Bridges. Excuse me. Doug Norton still the fastest on track by over 1/10 of a second. The next 2 cars are within 1/10 of a second of each other. Wayne Bridges is 2/10 back. Jim Cook 3/10 back. Andrew Thornton has joined. He is in the warm-up. We'll see if he gets out on track in time to get some practice in here. And remember, for the feature, they will start with a fresh track again. So these guys that are out here practicing, and we saw during practice, they practice on the slicked off track. We did talk about it. A lot of these guys during pre-race saying this track slicks off extremely quickly. And practicing the different lines is where you're going to have the advantage. Those guys we saw putting in all the extra practice laps, and during practice, those are the ones that tend to come to the front as Doug Tire Norton grabs some of his tires. Those are his tires, though, buried there, so he can hit them all he wants. Anybody else has to get special permission. Now Wayne Bridges currently the fastest on track. Doug Norton back to second. All right, checkered flag is in the air for warm-up. It is time to go to the feature. All right, we will start the feature with Wayne Bridges up front, Michael Scruggs in second, Doug McLaughlin and Joseph Smith on the second row, Jim Cook and Mikey Mixter on the third row, Doug Tyre Norton and Tony Stevens on the fourth row, and William Zelenka will be starting tail end of the field. Getting ready, everybody getting set up and getting gridded up. We should start moving here in just a second. Here we go. Those two at the front, Michael Scruggs, Wayne Bridges, they're going to be tough to beat. Anybody back behind them is going to have a hard time getting around those two guys. They're both extremely fast in these 305s. Looking back through the field, though, Joseph Smith has been fastest most of the night. And he starts in fourth. Jim Cook is always fast in these 305s. He's currently starting in fifth. Mikey Mixter, also really good in anything on dirt, as well as Doug Tyre Norton, and they're back there towards the back of the field. So a lot of fast guys back there at the back, and a couple of guys that are really tough to beat at the front. This could get interesting. Pace car is in. Green flag in the air. Wayne Bridges is going to lead him down. Wayne gets a good jump on the restart. He is all the way out front, and here comes Doug McLaughlin on the inside trying to take second. On the outside, though, Michael Scruggs has the momentum. They touch briefly coming out of the turn. Oh, McLaughlin tries a slide job, gets Norton. McLaughlin got into Scruggs there briefly, and both of them end up slowed down. Now Joseph Smith is up to second. He has been the fastest in practice. He was the fastest in his heat, and now he is in second trying to run down Wayne Bridges. Jim Cook now up to third. Doug Tyre Norton up to fourth after starting seventh. William Zelenka did not get to qualify, did not have a great heat, but here he is running in sixth. He's picked up 3 positions now. Back up front, though, it is Wayne Bridges trying to hold off a hard-charging Joseph Smith. Doug McLaughlin trying to recover some positions back there. Let's see if we can take a ride around the track with McLaughlin. And you can see he is right on the back bumper there. Looks down to the inside, trying to hold it off the car up top of him. I believe it's Scruggs up above him. Coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, you can see the track is already slicking off after only about a half dozen laps. That was a lap around Cedar Lake. That took just 14 seconds. Caution is out. William Zelenka. Oh, it looked like he just got loose, tried to correct it, and ended up going into the wall. Single car incident, fortunately, but that is going to mean he will have to be towed. He finished on his side, so he will have to be towed, and he'll end up a lap or 2 behind because of that. Wayne Bridges continues to lead. Joseph Smith now up to second. Doug McLaughlin has recovered to about 6th. Michael Scruggs has recovered to about 5th. But now those two that were the fastest at the start have several cars that they're going to have to fight their way through, including Jim Cook and Doug Tyre Norton, 2 guys that are not easy to pass in these 305s. Green flag is in the air once again. Wayne Bridges to the inside, Joseph Smith to the outside. They are side by side and actually pulled away from the field on the start. And it's going to be Joseph Smith to the lead here. Wayne Bridges now in second. Doug Norton now up to third. Doug is charging through this field. He's taken advantage of everything so far and managed to work his way up to third, running on that low line when everybody else is way up high, as it looked like Jim Cook almost got the wall there. Oh, that was Mikey Mixter that almost got the wall in the 77. New paint scheme tonight, too. Very cool. Up front, it is still Joseph Smith and Wayne Bridges. Wayne trying to stay with him, looking for an opportunity to get back around. The track is starting to slick off, and everybody moves up. Michael Scruggs gets into the wall. No caution. He managed to save it. Scruggs pushing extremely hard, got a little too high, got up into the wall, then onto pit road. Let's see, and he rolled back out onto the track. So he definitely stuck the landing on that one. Joseph Smith has continued to extend his lead over Wayne Bridges now. Michael Scruggs has gone to pit road. Doug McLaughlin now up to third. Doug Norton dropped back to fourth. And now Mikey Mixter up on the high side. Oh, as McLaughlin gets into the wall, comes down right in front of Norton. Norton now, caution is out. I do believe it's for Michael Scruggs again. Let's... I'm not seeing what brought out the caution. Have no idea what brought that out, unless it was the situation with Michael Scruggs being stopped, letting everybody go by, which is the wise choice. Maybe his coming back out slow triggered the caution on that one. Tony Stevens currently running in 7th. Ellen, we'll take a quick look back at him. Rough night, but he has so far avoided a lot of the chaos and picked up a couple positions. Lights are out on the pace car. They'll come out of 3 and 4 and go green. Pace truck is in. Green flag waves again, and Wayne Bridges catches them all napping. He gets a good run into turn number 1, jumps out to the lead. Doug Norton struggling back there. He got to the high side and almost got into the back of the 50. Doug McLaughlin on a charge on the outside now. Joseph Smith trying to reclaim the lead. Wayne Bridges managed to get a really good restart. He has got a little bit of a gap now, but Joseph Smith is coming extremely fast, while Doug Norton has lost a couple positions to McLaughlin and Mikey Mixter. 10 laps to go. Back up front, Wayne Bridges is leading. Joseph Smith has not been able to close back up on him. As this track slicks off, he is not quite as fast. Tony Stevens currently running in 7th. Jim Cook is currently in 6th. About to take 5th from Doug Norton. He does. Mikey Mixter now up to 4th. Doug McLaughlin currently in 3rd. Joseph Smith in 2nd. And Wayne Bridges running 1st. Wayne Bridges continues to open up a lead very slowly. about a half a second right now. Pardon me, I suddenly got the hiccups again. Joseph Smith currently in second. McLaughlin is third, quite a ways behind the leader, 1.5 seconds back. Mikey Mixter right behind him, trying to take third place. Jim Cook has fallen back off the leaders, and Doug Tyre Norton, who started up front. Oh, Jim Cook is struggling through the turn as the track slicks off. Doug Norton right to the back bumper. Norton in the wall. Manages to save it, pulls it back down off the wall. And now Wayne Bridges is getting the wall, and Joseph Smith is right back to the back bumper. Joseph Smith to the inside. Couldn't quite get there yet, but now 3 laps to go. These two are about to have an epic battle for the win here. 2 laps to go. Joseph Smith right there just waiting for Wayne to make one more mistake, but Wayne is unlikely to. White flag is in the air. Oh, Joseph Smith gets a big run through 2, but can't capitalize on it. He drops to the low side, but it's not going to be enough here. And Wayne Bridges takes the win as he clips the wall. Joseph Smith comes home second. McLaughlin is third. Mikey Mixer is fourth. Jim Cook is fifth. Doug Tyre Norton is sixth. And Tony Stevens comes home seventh. Michael Scruggs and William Zelenka both come home eighth and ninth, 1 or more laps down. And now we get to watch the Outlaws celebrate. What? That... We're going to have to talk to Wayne about that. He's supposed to wait and let people hit him. I'm not sure what happened there. And don't forget, here in just a little bit, we will have their 358 series as well. Waiting on our top 3 to hop up here and join us in the booth so we can talk to Wayne Bridges, Joseph Smith, and Doug McLaughlin. As I mentioned, we've got the 358s at 9 Eastern, immediately followed by the Outlaw Enduro from Oxford Plains. That will be a wild one. Bit of an interesting race and a little bit different than what we expected. Joseph Smith was definitely the fastest in practice, but Wayne Bridges showed his experience here tonight. Just once he got to the front, he was kind of gone. And even with a mistake getting into the wall with a couple laps to go, he still managed to hold the 50 car off for a little bit. A lot of guys back there managing to avoid Michael Scruggs and William Zelenka, as they both had incidents that brought out cautions. We'll give these guys just another moment. Don't forget to stick around for the 2 races upcoming. And also, don't forget to hit that share button and show these guys some love. Show their sponsors some love. Like Loud Wraps, to get your paint schemes for iRacing. Definitely go with Skylar Massey and Loud Wraps. VP Race Fuels and MotoWare International, as well as B-Make Designs graphic designers. And I do believe that the Outlaw t-shirts are coming. They will have the being designed by B-Make Designs. They will have the Outlaw logos on them. It'll be a very cool thing to have to help show your support. Looks like the celebration might have started a little bit early for these guys, as it doesn't look like any of them is running up here to the booth. They're all down on the in victory circle getting their party on a little bit early. Does look like everybody has stepped away, so we are going to too. Don't go anywhere though. We'll be back here in just a few minutes at 9 Eastern with the 358 from Cedar Lake. That one will be wild. Those bigger cars on this tiny track will get very, very interesting. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. Hit the share button. Show everybody some love.